done any questions for the chapters we have not started yet, like integers and others, symmetry and stuff.
Yeah, I'll be doing that shortly. Yeah. Good evening, children. Good evening, Deepthi.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah. So look at the first question. There are 35 children at a party. Some more children join in. Write the rule to show the total number of children at the party. Yeah. 35 plus X. Okay. Or any variable, right? 35 plus A or 35 plus B. Okay. So initially there were 35 children. Now some more children join, but how many we don't know. So let that be A or B, C, any variable. Okay. So the expression will be, or the rule will be 35 plus A, or you can say 35 plus X. All right. Okay. Yeah. Now, what are the next two terms in the pattern, Deepthi? What are the next two terms in the pattern?
Ma'am, that'll be 4 pentagons.
Yeah. So 4 pentagons, and then the next one?
Ma'am, 5 pentagons.
5 pentagons. Very good. All right. Now here, Ajay made a pattern using matchsticks. Answer the questions based on the pattern. Number of matchsticks used for 5 T's. See, for 1 T, how many matchsticks? 2 matchsticks. How many matchsticks for 1 T? 2 matchsticks. So number of matchsticks used for 5 T's. 10.
Ma'am, it'll be
10.
5T.
Correct?
Ma'am, the rule for that will be 5T.
No. We're not talking about the rule now. The first question is the number of matchsticks for 5 T's.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that
the
will be.
rule will be 5T though.
Yeah, that's not the question now. 5T is not the question. Then the question is number of matchsticks that will be used to make 5 T's. This is 1 T, second T, third T, fourth T, fifth T. These are 5 T's. How many matchsticks will be used to make 5 T's is the question. 20 matchsticks. Sorry, 2 into 5, 10 matchsticks. Next question. The general rule for finding the number of matchsticks used in each term. See, a general rule for finding the number of matchsticks used in each term. And that rule you should give using a variable. That rule you must give using a variable. So how many matchsticks in 1 T?
Ma'am, 2.
So what's the rule?
2x.
2x or 2t. Correct? Or it can be 2n.
2a, b.
Correct. Because for 1t, 2 matchsticks. For n, so for 5 t's, it will be 2 into 5. For 1 t, 2 matchsticks. For 5 t's, 2 into 5, 10 matchsticks. So for n t's, it will be 2 into n, 2n matchsticks. Yes or no? 2n or 2x, whatever.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the rule is 2n. The rule is 2n. Number of matchsticks for the 9th term of this pattern. So now you should use the rule. And answer the question. Number of matchsticks for the 9th term of this pattern.
Ma'am, 9 into 2. 18.
2 into 9 because 2n and n
Yes.
is 9. So 2 into 9, 18.
Yes, ma'am.
How many t's are there in the first term? 1 t.
1 T.
How many t's are there in the second term?
2 T's.
How many t's are there in the third term?
3 T's.
So how many t's will be there in the 9th term? 9 t's. 9 t's. So how many matchsticks? 2 into 9, 18 matchsticks. Now this one is a pattern. It's a pattern formed using t's, using the letter T. It's a pattern. This one is a pattern formed using capital letter T. The first term has 1 T. The second term has 2 T's. The third term has 3 T's. The fourth term has 4 T's and so on. So the ninth term of this pattern will have 9 T's. So how many matchsticks? 2 into 9, 18 matchsticks. So what is this whole thing called? It's called a pattern. It's called a pattern. This one is a pattern. This one is a pattern. And these are called the terms of the pattern. Terms of the pattern. This is the third term of the pattern. This is the fourth term of the pattern. This is the fifth term of the pattern. And so on. All right? Yeah. Just a minute. Yeah, Deepthi, I was talking to the students here. I was not teaching. That's why I was on mute. Yeah. A crate has 30 eggs. A crate has 30 eggs. Write a rule for finding the number of eggs in C crates. 1 minute. I just want to tell you this. So it's very simple still. One crate. Crate is a box kind of. Okay. So one crate has 30 eggs. Okay. So 2 crates will have 2 crates will have 2 into 30, 60 eggs. 10 crates will have 2 into, oh no, sorry, 2 into, oh, sorry, yeah. So 10 crates will have 2 into, sorry, not 2, sorry. Yeah, 1 crate, let me start again. Yeah, oh my. Yeah, sorry, children. So 1 crate has 30 eggs. 2 crates will have 2 into 30, 60 eggs, correct? Correct? 5 crates will have 5 into 30, 150 eggs. So C crates will have
C into 30.
C into 30 or 30C. C into 30 is 30 into C, which is 30C.
30C.
30C eggs. 1 crate, 30 eggs. 2 crates, 30 into 2. 3 crates, 30 into 3. 4 crates, 30 into 4. C crates, 30 into C. So let me write here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and C crates. Okay, this is crates. And total number of eggs. I'm doing the same thing. Total number of eggs. Number of eggs. 1 crate, 30 eggs. 2 crates, 30 into 2, 60 eggs. 3 crates, 30 into 3, 90. 4 crates, 30 into 4, 120. 30 into 5, 150. 30 into C, 30C. It's something which we've already learned in 4th standard. If the cost of, like 1 notebook is 30 rupees, what will be the cost of 10 notebooks? 30 into 10. If the cost of 1 notebook is 30 rupees, what will be the cost of 10 notebooks? 30 into 10, 300 rupees. So like that here, 1 box has 30 eggs. So C boxes will have 30 into C eggs, 30 C eggs.
From multiple choice questions, they are asking like find the solution of C.
Yeah, we'll come to all that. I have not finished algebra. Now, so you can see the question and options are given to you. You need to select the correct option. All right. You can see the question is this one. You need to select the correct option. The options are A, B, C, and D. Now see this pattern. This one is a pattern. So you see a rectangle, triangle, an inverted triangle, rectangle, triangle, inverted triangle, rectangle, triangle, inverted triangle. Correct? You just have to find the next term, not next terms, next term. Next term. All right. Yes or no? Yeah. So what do you see here? You see a triangle. I'm sorry, a rectangle. Then this one is a triangle. This one we'll just say it's an inverted triangle. We'll just call it like that. Then again, rectangle, triangle, inverted triangle. Rectangle, triangle, inverted triangle. So this one is a correct answer. Correct? Yeah. Read the shape pattern. See, what do you mean by the shape pattern? Because patterns can be made using shapes and numbers. Patterns can be made using shapes as well as numbers. So this one is a shape pattern. You can also make patterns using numbers. So a pattern using number is like, supposing you start with the number 5. 5 plus say 2, 7. 7 plus 2, 9. 9 plus 2, 11. So this one is a number pattern. This one is a number, goes on like this. This one is a number pattern. It's a pattern made up of numbers. Or you can also have a pattern like this. 1 into 1, 1. 2 into 2, 4. 3 into 3, 9. 4 into 4, 16. 5 into 5, 25. 6 into 6, 36. 7 into 7, 49. So this one is also a pattern. It's a number pattern. It is a number pattern. So here you have a shape pattern. Here you have a shape pattern. So read the shape pattern made using toothpicks. Answer the questions. How many such shapes will be in the next term of the pattern? How many such shapes? How many shapes? Not how many toothpicks. Not how many toothpicks. How many shapes?
6.
How many shapes? Because here they've used 1. Here in the second term, 2 shapes. Here 3. Here 4. Here 5. So here 6. So the next term of the pattern. What is this? It's a shape pattern. It's a shape pattern. It's a pattern built using shapes. And the shape is made using toothpicks. The pattern is made using shapes. And every shape or each shape is made using toothpicks. The question is not how many toothpicks. The question is how many shapes. So 6 shapes. Yes or no, Deepti?
Yes.
Yeah. How many toothpicks are used in the 4th term of the pattern?
20,
How much?
20, 20, 60, 20, 20.
Okay. How many sticks are there in? No, 1 minute. How many sticks in one shape?
5.
Deepti, how many
Yes, yes,
sticks
yes.
in one shape?
5. You can just do 5 into 4.
5 into 4, how much? 20, right?
Yes.
No, see, I'll tell you one doubt students can have. You will think that, see, this stick is big. So this is half a stick, this half a stick. So put together is 1 stick. No, it's not like that. You should use 1 complete stick. It's about how many you should use 1. See, this one should be made of a complete stick. If you cannot place a complete stick here, you will break it, right? That is thrown. That's all. The remaining piece you cannot use here. The remaining piece you will not use here. See, you might have a doubt like this one is big while this is small. So maybe they've used 1 toothpick. They've placed half here and half here. Do not assume that. If supposing only half is placed here, the remaining half is not used. Maybe half or 3/4 is used here. The leftover is not used. This one is a different toothpick. So that means you understand that you need 5 into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for one shape, 5 sticks. So in the 4th term, there are 4 shapes. So 5 into 4, 20. 20 toothpicks are needed. Because here 5, correct? 5 for 1. And here there are 4 shapes. So 5, 5, 5, 5. 5 for the 20. Sorry, louder. 6. 6, correct. 30. You thought, okay. Next one. What is the general rule?
Mom,
Yes, Deepti, what's answer?
Mom, it will be 5 into F, which will be F into 5, and it will be 5F.
5F. 5 into F, which is 5F. 5 into F, which is 5F. Always put the constant first. The constant is 5. No, put that first. And see, the rule is F into 5 or 5 into F. Both are the same. But write the constant first. 5F. Don't write F5. Write the constant. Write the constant first and then the variable F. So 5F. How many toothpicks will be used in the 15th term of the pattern?
Mom, 15 into 5.
Yeah. So here we take F as 15. Because how many toothpicks will be used in the 15th term of the pattern? What is the rule? 5F. 5F is the rule. And which term? 15th term. So F is 15. F50. See, that F stands for the number of terms. When we say 5F, when you put F as 1, the first term. When you put F as 1, the first term. So 5 into 1, 5 sticks. If you want the number of sticks in the 3rd term, then you should do 5 into 3. F is 3. 3rd term, no? So F in 5, 3rd term. So 5 into 3, 15. So they want for the 15th term. So F is 15. So 5F, 5 into 15, which is 75. Correct? So what is the rule? 5F is the rule. And 5F is the rule. And For the 15th term, you should take F as 15. For the 20th term, you should take F as 20. There, F stands for the number of the terms. Which term? F stands for the particular term. So here 15th term, so F is 15. The 15th term will have 15 shapes, and to make the 15 shapes, 75 toothpicks are needed. The first term has one shape. The second term has two shapes. The third term has three shapes. So the 15th term will have 15 shapes. And to make the 15 shapes, how many toothpicks will be needed is the question. And that can be found using the rule 5F. 5 into 15, 75. 75 toothpicks are needed to make the 15 shapes of the 15th term. The answer for this one? $55B. 55 into B, which is 55B. Because one bus, 55 passengers. Two buses, 55 into 2 passengers. Three buses, 55 into 3 passengers. Correct? So B buses, 55 into B passengers. One bus carries.
Mom, isn't it 55 into B buses?
Correct. Not buses. Passengers. Not buses, passengers. Correct? One bus, 55 passengers. Two buses, 55 into 2. Three buses, 55 into 3 passengers. Four buses, 55 into 4 passengers. Then B buses, 55 into B passengers, which is nothing but 55B.
B. Yes.
Imagine one bus, 55 passengers. Two such buses will have 55 plus 55. 55 into 2 passengers, meaning 110 passengers. Three such buses, 1, 2, 3 buses. 55, 55, 55. So 55 into 3 passengers. So if there are B buses, 55 into B, which is 55 B passengers. Now, when you know the particular term, why should you use X? You see, if you know there are 10 buses, then 55 into 10, 550 passengers. When you don't know how many buses, then only we take a variable. Now, supposing for a school trip in your school, if you're going for an excursion and you know that there are 15 buses, then you don't have to take a variable. If you don't know how many buses, one bus carries 55 students and you don't know how many buses. So then for B buses, there'll be 55 into B students. Only when you don't know the number of buses, you should take B. If you know there are 10 buses, then why variable? Variable is used only when you don't know the value. Yeah. So extend the pattern for the next 2 terms. Yeah. So how many sticks will be here?
Mom, 4 sticks.
4 sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4 sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sticks. Yeah. Yeah, children, I'll give you some time. Please read the question. Yeah, you want to answer the first ones. Yeah,
Mom, I know the answers.
got the question? Let me read it once for you. So there's a pattern. And what kind of a pattern is this? Is it a number pattern or a shape pattern?
Mom, a shape pattern.
It's a shape pattern. Okay, see, because it's a shape pattern. It's a pattern made using shapes. Okay. Now, in the first term, how many toothpicks are used?
Mom, 5.
Okay. And in the second term, okay, in the first term, you have only one shape and 5 toothpicks are used. In the second term, 2 shapes and 5 into 2, 10 toothpicks are used. Okay, fine. Now that's what you see here. See here, number of shapes. Can you see a number of shapes? One shape in the first term, 2 shapes in the second term, 3 shapes, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 10. Number of shapes. See, this is one shape. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4, 5, 6, 8, and 10. Okay. Number of toothpicks. Number of toothpicks. So number of toothpicks will be 1 into 5, 5, 2 into 5, 10, 3 into 5, 15, 4 into 5, 20, 5 into 5, 25, 6 into 5, 30, 8 into 5, 40, 10 into 5, 15. No. Is this fine?
Can I answer the second one?
Is this fine?
Yeah.
Now, the rule for finding the number of toothpicks for a given number of shapes. Yeah, what's your answer?
Can I?
Okay. 5x.
The second one or first one?
This one, rule.
5x.
What's the rule, Deepti?
Ma'am, 5 in any variable.
5 into any variable, or 5, say 5 into n, 5n, or whatever, 5 into x, 5x. Okay. Use the rule to draw a pattern. Use the rule. See, you need to understand the question. Use the rule. What is the rule? 5n is the rule. Use this rule to draw a pattern to show the 7th term, where the number of shapes is 7. Yeah, we know. In the 7th term, how many shapes will be there? 7 shapes. No, that we know. They just made it more clear to you. The 7th term will have 7 shapes. Okay, so use the rule to draw the pattern to show the 7th term. So how will the 7th term look like?
Ma'am, 5 into 7. Oh, ma'am, we're supposed to draw the shape. So it will be 7 squares with a line in the middle.
No.
You should draw 7.
You should draw. See the rule. Use the rule to draw. Use the rule and draw a pattern to show the 7th term, where the number of shapes is 7. So you should just extend this. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Then one more like 5, 6, 7. The first term has 1. The second term 2 shapes. Third term 3 shapes. So the 7th term will have 7 shapes. How many toothpicks will be needed for 22 shapes?
Ma'am, 22 into 5.
Correct. 5 into 22, 110. You must use the rule here. Once you make the rule, you should start using the rule. For questions after the rule, here you made the rule 5n. For questions after this, you must use the rule. 5 into 22, 110. All right. So 5 into 22, 110 toothpicks, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the rule? Because one row, 24 seats. 2 rows, 24 into 2 seats.
48 seats. Ma'am, it will become 24 hours.
24 hours. So in a cinema hall, 24 seats are arranged in each row. One row has, say, okay, we'll say one row has 4 seats. This is one row. The second row will also have 4 seats. This is the second row. The third row will have 4 seats. The fourth row will have 4 seats. The fifth row also will have 4 seats. So in this cinema hall, there are 24 seats in each row. One row, 24 seats. Write a rule for the total number of seats using the variable r for the number of rows. You don't know how many rows are there. If you know, yeah. See, what do you know? One row has 24 seats. If supposing you know that there are 10 rows, supposing you know that in this cinema hall there are 10 rows, you know that there are 10 rows in the cinema hall, then how many seats? 24 into 10, 240 seats. Supposing you know that in the cinema hall there are 100 rows, you know that, then there is no variable, then you don't have to use a variable, because you know one row 24 seats, and in the cinema hall there are 100 rows. So 24 into 100, 2400 seats. But here in this situation, you don't know how many rows are there, is not known. So take it as R. So one row 24 seats, R rows 24 into R, or 24 R seats. If there are R rows, the number of seats will be 24 into R, which is 24R. Which is 24R. All right. Identify a rule and extend the patterns. Yeah, anybody can answer this. I see that there are two questions. Identify the rule and extend the pattern. There are two questions. Yes, Ovia. What is a rule?
Ma'am.
Okay. Correct. Deepthi, what's a rule?
Ma'am, they keep adding 4.
Okay, but rule.
Ma'am, 4x.
4x. Because what is the first term? What's the first term? 4 into 1, 4. The second term is 4 into 2, 8. The third term is 4 into 3, 12. 4 into 4, 16. So 4 is a constant, but this goes on changing, no? So 4 into n. So 4n is the rule. 4n is the rule. So when you take n as 1, 4 into 1, 4, you get the first term. When you take n as 2, 4 into 2, 8, you get the second term. When you take n as 3, 4 into 3, 12, you get the third term, and so on. So 4n is the rule. The rule is 4n, correct? Yeah. Now extend the pattern. So what will be the fifth term? 4 into 5.
20.
And the sixth term?
24.
Very good. Now what's the rule for the next one? Identify the rule. You must write the rule and then the pattern, and then extend the pattern. So the rule is n raised to the power 3. The rule is n raised to the power 3. The rule is n raised to the power 3. All right. So when n is 1 cubed, that is the rule is n raised to the power 3. Now when n is 1 cubed means 1 into 1 into 1, which is 1. When n is 2 cubed, 2 into 2 into 2. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. 3 cubed, meaning 3 into 3 into 3. The power says, so in 3 cubed, this is called the base. 3 is called the base, and this is called the power. And this expression is said to be in the exponential form. Exponential form. Exponential form. 3 raised to the power 3. All right. 3 raised to the power 3. That's how you read it. How do you read it? 3 raised to the power 3. All right. Where 3 is called this 3 is called the base. This one is the base, and this one is called the power. Now the power says how many times the base has to be multiplied with itself. Now, if I write, I haven't finished, please listen to me completely and then you can ask me if you have any questions. Now, if I write 4 to the power 3, the base is 4, the power is 3, and this expression is said to be in the exponential form. Exponential form, where 4 is called the base and 3 is called the power. Now the power says how many times. The power also always says the number of times. The base is multiplied with itself. What is the base 4? The base 4 has to be multiplied with itself 3 times. Why 3 times? Because the power is 3. If the power is 10, 10 times. If the power is 20, 20 times. So the base 4 has to be multiplied with itself 3 times because the power is 3. And 4 4s are 16, 16 4s are 64. 4 4s are 16, 16 4s are 64. So 4 cubed is 64. 4 into 4 into 4, which is 64. All right. Next one is what? 5 cubed, which is 5 into 5 into 5. Why? Because the power is 3, meaning 3 times. The power is 3, 3 times. What 3 times? Base. What's the base? 5. So 5 into 5 into 5, 3 times. The base 5 is multiplied with itself 3 times, correct? And what's the answer? 5 5s are 25. 25 into 5 is 125.
Ma'am, 125.
Correct. What is 6 cubed? 1 second. What is 6 cubed? 6 into 6 into 6, correct? What's the answer? 6 6 are is not 12 and 12 6 are 72. 6 6 are 36. It's not 6 2s are. No, the power 3 is called a cube.
Ma'am, it's 216.
216, correct. 216. Satakshi, see, 5 to the power 2 is read as 5 squared. 5 raised to the power 2 is read as 5 squared. 5 raised to the power 3 is read as 5 cubed. That is 5 raised to the power 4. 5 raised to the power 5. Now this is x squared, x cubed. Or you can also read it as x raised to the power 2, x raised to the power 3, raised to the power. Yeah, watch it out. N to the power 3, n raised to the power 3. You should, when you take n as 1, you will get the first term. When you take n as 2, you will get the second term. When you take n as 3, you will get the third term. Now, when we take n as 1, okay, so we said the rule is n cubed. Take n equal to 1. So that means 1 raised to the power 3, right? Means what? 1 into 1 into 1. It is 1. We get the first term, no? 1. Yeah, what's your doubt, Tanya? Louder, louder. Ha. That is just n raised to the power 4. Only for power 2 and 3, you can read squared and cubed. The others, it is n raised to the power 4, n raised to the power 5. Now, Satakshi, when you take n as 2, n is 2. So it will be 2 raised to the power 3. So what is it? 2 into 2, right? 8. When you take n as 3, 3 into 3 into 3. 27.
Nice.
When you take n as 4, n cubed, no, n cubed. So when you take n as 4, 4 cubed. 4 into 4 into 4, 64. So the next dash will be 5 into 5 into 5, which is 125, and 6 into 6 into 6, which is 216. All right. It'll be 125 and 216. All right. Deepti,
Yes, ma'am.
understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Now tell me the rule for this pattern, children. What is the rule for this pattern? Atmika, you can think. What is the rule for this pattern? N, very good. N raised to the power 2. Raised to the power 2. N, repeat. Yeah, repeat that. N 2. N raised to the power 2. Or you can say n squared. Tell me, Satakshi, n squared or n raised to the power 2. Yes, Atmika, say that. 2 or n squared, both are the same. Yeah. So the rule is n squared, correct? Deepti?
Yes, ma'am.
The rule is n squared, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I think you were not in your place. Okay. Now, when n is 1, Deepti, when n is 1, what happens? When n is 1, what is n squared? What happened, Deepti? Yeah, Tanya? No. When n is 1, what is n squared? 1 into 1. What's the answer? 1. When n is 2, Atmika, when n is 2? Okay, 1 minute. See here. When n is 1, what is it? How do you write it? It becomes 1 squared because when n is 1, it is 1 squared. That means 1 into 1, which is 1. When n is 2, when this n is 2, so it will be 2 squared, which is 2 into 2, 4. When this n is 3, this n is 3. N is equal to 3. So it is 3 squared. What is 3 squared? 3 into 3, 9. When n is 4, it's 4. This n is 4. So it is 4 squared, which is 4 into 4. Correct? 16. Correct? Yeah. So what will be the next 2 terms in this pattern? N5 is 25 here. Next one. 36 and 49. 36 and 49, because this is 1 squared, this is 2 squared, this is 3 squared, this is 4 squared, this is 5 squared. So this has to be 6 squared and this one has to be 7 squared. The first one is 1 into 1. The second one is 2 into 2. The third one is 3 into 3. The fourth one is 4 into 4. The fifth one is 5 into 5. So what will be the 10th term? 10th term.
100.
10 into 10, 100.
What?
17 into 17, 289. Okay. Deepti, got this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, look at the pattern. Look at the pattern and fill in the blanks. Number of shapes. See, read it carefully. Number of shapes made using matchsticks. Number of shapes. This is not number of matchsticks. Number of shapes. 1 shape, 2 shapes, 3 shapes, 4 shapes, 5 shapes, 6 shapes. Number of shapes made using matchsticks. Understand? It is a shape pattern where the shapes are not shown, but the shapes are described. It is a shape pattern, but the shapes are not shown here. The shapes are described using numbers. It is a shape pattern. The pattern is a shape pattern, but you don't see the shapes here. They have explained the details in the shapes. See here, number of shapes made using matchsticks. 1 shape, 2 shapes, 3 shapes, 4 shapes, 5 shapes, 6 shapes. So this is the first term, this is the second term, this is the third term, this is the fourth term, this is the fifth term, and this is the sixth term. In the sixth term, there'll be 6 shapes. In the fifth term, 5 shapes. One second. Then the number of matchsticks used. In the first shape, 6 matchsticks are used. In the second shape, where there are 2 shapes, in the second term where there are, see here, this is the first term as I told you. It has only 1 shape. This is the second term which has 2 shapes. But to make the 2 shapes, 11 matchsticks are used. This is the third term which has 3 shapes. But to make the 3 shapes, only 16 matchsticks are used. Now explain. Deepti, explain what I just explained. Yes, Satakshi. Louder. That's okay. Not the rule. I want you to explain the question. What is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here? One shape is in the first term, correct? The first term has 1 shape. The second term has 2 shapes. The third term, 3 shapes. Fourth term, 4 shapes, like that. Now, to make the shapes, you need matchsticks or toothpicks, right? To make the shapes, you need matchsticks or toothpicks. Now, to make the first term, which has only 1 shape, 6 matchsticks are used. To make the second term, which has 2 shapes, 11 matchsticks are used. To make the third term, which has 3 shapes, 16 matchsticks are used. Now we need to find the general rule for making, for finding the number of sticks in H shapes. All of you, keep the answer ready. I'll ask all of you. If you haven't, just keep it ready. Deepti, all of you, keep your answer ready. I'll ask you. I want the general rule. See that 2n, 3n, 4n, 5n, all that will happen only when the numbers are multiples. Like if you have 5, 10, 15, 20, 5n. If you have 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 6n. If you have 7, 14, 21, 28, 7n. Only when they are multiples, you will have 2n, 3n, 4n, 5n, 6n, 7n, and all that. When the numbers are not multiples, see here 6, 11, 16, 21, they're not multiples of any particular number, right? So for this, the rule will be like maybe like 5n minus 4 or 5n plus 1. It will be some 2n, 3n, 4n, 5n, whatever. plus or minus a particular number. That's how the rule will be. The rule will, if all, see, there are only two ways for you. Either if the numbers are multiples, then the rule will be something like 8, 10. If the numbers are multiples, if the numbers are not multiples, the rule will be like 8, 10 plus something, or 8, 10 minus something, or maybe 3n plus something, 3n minus something. You understand? I'm not saying it will be only 8n or 3n. I'm saying like that. It can be 2n plus 1, 2n minus 1. Yeah. Yeah, darling. Yeah, what's the rule? Over here. Yeah, rule, general rule, yes. 5h. ஆமா, இப்ப இது எப்படி தெரியுமா இருக்கு? ராமாயண் கேட்டுட்டு who are கௌரவாஸ்ன்ற மாதிரி இருக்கு. நான் இப்ப என்ன கதை சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தேன்? மல்டிபிள்ஸா இருந்தாதான் அந்த ரூல் வரும்னு எல்லாத்தையும் கேட்டுட்டு 5h அப்படின்ற 6, 11, 16 மல்டிபிள்ஸா? 5 ஓட மல்டிபிள்ஸ் அதெல்லாம் அப்புறம் எப்படி 5h? Deepthi, what's the rule?
H plus 5.
H plus 5.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, சரி தீப்தி, நம்ம செக் பண்ணலாம். H plus 5 ஒர்க் ஆகுமான்னு செக் பண்ணலாம் என்ன?
Yes.
So H plus 5. அப்ப வந்து H 1 ன்னு போட்டா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டேர்மோட ஆன்சர் வரணும்ல?
Ma'am, it should be H plus 6, no?
இல்ல பரவாயில்ல. No, we'll just try to understand if H plus 5 works. So H 1 இருந்தாக்க 1 plus 5, 6. Yes, the first number is happening. Now H 2 ன்னு போடணும். 2 plus 5, 7. No, the next one is 11. So H plus 5 is not the rule.
Ma'am, should be H into 5?
2H?
Yes, ma'am.
2H, huh?
No, that won't work either.
What H minus 2? 6 plus H minus 2. Okay. Okay, let me try this. 6 plus H minus 2 amounts to 6 minus 2 is 4. 4 plus H or H plus 4, because 6 minus 2 is 4, no? So you're saying H plus 4. So if you take in H plus 4, if you take H as 1, 1 plus 4, 5 only you'll get. But the first term is 6. Okay, so you've forgotten. We did discuss this in the earlier session, the last session. You must step 1. First step, see. You will have, yeah, correct. 5, very good. 5H. Where 5H minus 1.
Plus 1.
Very good. 5H plus 1. Correct. Actually, you know what? The rule, you can make many rules, but we are learning how to find only one rule. Actually, you can make many rules. I'm just teaching you how to find one rule. But actually, the rule, you can make as many rules you want for this one. But we'll focus on only one. That's enough. And that's what is needed also for you. They will not ask you to make more than one rule. So I said, children, listen to this. See, I told you like two variants. Like you get, juices in 2 different flavors or 3 different flavors. Here the rule has only 2 variants. 2 variant தான் இருக்கு. ஒன்னு என்னன்னா மல்டிபிள்ஸா இருக்கும். 7, 14, 21, 28 இப்படி மல்டிபிள்ஸா இருந்தா ரூல் வந்து 7n இல்லனா 7h இல்ல 7x. இது ஒன்னு. இங்க வந்து are the numbers multiples? 6, 11, 16, 21. Are they multiples of any particular number? No. No. Then this is the second variant. அவ்வளவுதான். இந்த ரெண்டு தான் இருக்கும் உங்களுக்கு. அது the second variant. Second variant plus step 1 என்னன்னா find the difference between the any two consecutive terms. So supposing we do 11 minus 6, what is it? 5. Now step 2 is and the difference enna vandutho and the difference into a variable, any variable, but here they are asking you to use h, so you should use h. That's the second step. But this is not the rule. Wait, we haven't finished the rule. Step 3 will be this 5h which you got in step 2 plus something, or it will be 5h minus something. Now you should identify that. Is it 5h plus something or minus something? Adukku enna pannona, take this 5h and put h as 1. What is the answer you're getting? 5 into 1, 5. But what is the first term answer? 6. How will you get 6 from 5? How will you get 6? You should add 1, right? So 5h plus 1 is the rule. Now, no, see, 1 minute. Don't simply keep asking doubts. I haven't finished. Wait. It's about you understanding, not asking me doubts. Wait. Now take any particular term. Supposing you take the fourth term. What is the answer there in the fourth term? 21. You must get 21 as the answer. So, in the h badla 4 போடணும் நீங்க. Fourth term ஓட answer என்ன? அதாவது fourth termல எவ்வளவு மேத்ஸ்டிக்ஸ் யூஸ் பண்ணிருக்காங்க? 21 மேத்ஸ்டிக்ஸ். நம்ம ரூல் என்ன இப்ப இருக்கு? பாதி ரூல் கம்ப்ளீட்டா இல்ல. பார்ஷியலா நம்ம ஒன்னு கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ட் பண்ணிருப்போம் 5h ன்னு. இப்ப அதுல 4 ன்னு போடுங்க. h க்கு 4 ன்னு போட்டாக்க 5 into 4 என்ன வருது? 20. ஆனா அதுக்கு ஆன்சர் என்ன ஆக்சுவலா? 21. அந்த 20 எப்படி 21 ஆகும்? +1 தானே பண்ணோம். சோ நீங்க எந்த டேர்ம் எடுத்தாலும் உங்களுக்கு அதுதான் வரும். 5h plus 1. That is the rule. So it is not 5h minus 1, it's 5h plus. Now the Satakshi is here. 5h, no? You understood till here? Now look at the third term. How many sticks in the third term? 16 should be the answer. Third term na h3 ன்னு போடணும். Third term na so h3. h 16 ன்னு போடக்கூடாது. Answer 16 ன்னு வரணும். h க்கு 3 போடணும். அப்போ 5 into 3 என்ன? ஆனா ஆன்சர் என்ன? 16. So plus 1. அதான் ரூல் பின்ன. 5h plus 1 is a rule. அப்ப ஃபுல்லா கேட்கணும். பாதி சொல்லிட்டே இருக்கவே டவுட் முடிக்க கூடாது. No, some children are fond of asking doubts. No, see, I have seen, type of students where, they just want to ask doubts. I don't want to, I know the reason also why, but I won't share that. But simply asking doubts, they feel nice. No, don't fall into that category. Just be quiet. Just relax, quiet. It's my duty to make you understand. I can see your faces and judge you all. You don't have to question me at all. So if I'm not happy, I'll repeat. I'll make sure you understand. Don't worry.
That's the
Don't ask. In my class, don't ask. Ippa you can ask. Now you have a question, ask me. Now tell me the rule for this. Show. 1 minute. Yeah, tell me the rule for this, all of you.
Yeah.
It's the first term. 2 na is the first term. 8 was the second term. This is the third term. This is the fourth term, and so on. Okay. I want the rule. That's all. My question is, what is the rule for this sequence or for this pattern? Use the 3-step method. Does it take this long, children? Deepthi, what's the rule?
1 minute.
Okay. Okay, come and show me here. Come here. Come and show me. Yeah, come. No book pinnadi எழுதிட்டு வந்து காமிங்க.
This one. See, step 1, I minus the
ரூல் எங்க இருக்கு?
I did.
அடிப்பேன் உன்னை book
What?
website.
Answer.
Come, Tanya, come here. ரூல் எழுதுனா நம்பர் எழுதிட்டு
But the answer is
Mom, I think I know the answer.
Yeah, 1 second, Deepthi. Yeah, Satakshi, come here. Check. You're close but not correct. It's okay. It is no problem. No, it is not. Oh, you're telling me the next term, is it? Oh, that's correct, darling. Yeah. The next term is 32. That's correct. But I'm asking you the rule. Rule.
Mom, can I see?
Yeah. எங்க இருக்கு bookல வந்து காமியன்ட்ட. Deepthi, yes, what's the rule?
Mom, I think it is 6h minus 4.
Very good. 6h or 6n minus 4. 5 you wrote, yeah. Very good. Deepthi, what's the first step? What's the first step, Deepthi?
Mom, first we have to multiply 6 by 2.
6 by 2.
Mom, this is how I found it. I found.
Okay, fine. No. The first step is to find the difference, children. What is the difference? 8 minus 2, 6. You subtract anything. 14 minus 8, 6. 20 minus 14, 6. 26 minus 26. The difference is 6. That's the first step. Then in the second step, multiply the difference with n. 6n. Now, when you take n as 1, 6n, when you take n as 1, what is 6 into 1? 6. But what's the answer? 2. Now, how will 6 become 2? You should subtract 4. So, 6n minus 4 is the rule. Okay, try one more. Yeah, rule. Yeah, what's your doubt?
Yeah. They ask like the same pattern, same if they ask me different pattern, they think that you made one pattern 1 day, after 8 after they have gone for 18, and then it's a different pattern. After that 18, it went to smaller pattern and the larger one. So how will you find that rule one?
எல்லாத்துக்கும் ரூல் கண்டுபிடிக்கலாம். Either it will be 6n or it will be like 6n plus something or minus something, or it will be like n square, n cubed, n to the power 4 like that.
Not like that.
No, I'll tell you one thing. You understand. You first find the answer to these correctly. Then you can ask your further questions. You first understand this one.
Mom, can I answer?
Yeah, Deepthi, what's the first step?
Mom, the first step is to find the difference.
What is the difference?
Mom, it is 7.
7?
Mom, 7. Mom, the difference is 7.
Okay, next step.
Mom, then you have to compare 7 with n or any variable.
Okay.
Mom, then if we take 1, then
7 into n, 7n.
Yes, Mom. Then if we take n as 1,
What's the answer you get?
7.
But what's the answer in the first, what's the first term?
Mom, the answer in the first term is 1.
So?
Mom, so minus 6.
Very good.
Mom, so the answer will be 7 and minus 6.
So what's the rule, Deepthi?
Mom, the rule is 7n or any variable minus 6.
You understood this. Very good. See, Deepthi is understood. You are not using the steps I'm telling you. I'm giving you the 3-step method. You're not using that. What is the first step, children? What is the first step? Difference, no? What is the difference? 8 minus 1, 7. Or 15 minus 8, 7. 22 minus 15. You find the difference between any two consecutive terms. Don't do 29 minus 8. Not like that. The difference between two consecutive terms. So you do the first two terms always. Don't. Okay, so 8 minus 1, 7. That is the first step. What is the second step? Multiply this difference with any variable. So maybe 7n. That's the second step. Is it so difficult to do this? Then what's the next step? What's the next step? In place of n, use 1. In place of n, use 1. What is 7 into 1 answer? 7. But what is the first term? 1. 1. So how will 7 become 1? You should subtract 6. So 7n minus 6 is the rule. 7n, no. So if you put n as 1, the answer should be 1. If you put n as 2, what answer should you get? No, see, you both are not answering. If you put n as 2, what answer should you get? If you put n as 2, what answer should you get?
No, she got 14.
8 you must get, no? So what is 7 into 2? 14. But how will you get 8? 14 minus 6. So 7 and minus 6 is the rule. No, you practice. I won't explain beyond this. Yeah, I want this correctly from everybody.
No,
Oh, comma. I forgot to put a comma. Thank you, Santosh. No, I forgot to put a comma.
Mom, I know the answer.
5h minus. Very good. Deepthi, what's the rule?
Mom, 5n minus 2.
Very good. So, Atmika, what is the difference? What is 8 minus 3? What's the difference? 5. 5. Okay, now multiply 5 with any variable. Say n, 5n. Okay, now take n as 1. Take n as 1. So, what is 5 into 1? 5. But what is the answer in the first term? 3. How will 5 become 3? Should subtract 2, right? So 5n minus 2 is the rule. Yeah, children. No, see, KNMS students, I will not explain this before your exams. You have to practice by yourself. No classes before your what do you call that? Worksheet and all that. Only if I didn't do it, I'll do extra classes. Now I'm doing all this in advance. So you must learn, understand this clearly, and you should practice. Yes or no? Sorry. No, keep your answer. Keep your answer. Let all of them try. You can come here and show me. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. You understood now?
Yes. This one, the rule is same, but last.
So after finding the difference, என்ன பண்ணணும் 11m போட்டுண்டா அப்புறம்
We should get the answer as I get the answer as that's nice.
Very good. No problem. Atmika, if you read. Yeah, even I'm very sure about that. Yes. You should just watch the videos and come back, okay? And you have time. Friday is the next class. So அதுக்குள்ள நீங்க எல்லாம் நான் ஆமா. இல்ல நான் எதா இருந்தாலும் மெசேஜ் போடுவேன். கேஜெட் கொண்டு வரணும்னா நான் மெசேஜ் போட்டாதான். நீங்களா கொண்டு வர வேண்டாம் கிளாஸ்க்கு. I'll just check. I don't think by tomorrow I'll send for sure. Not today. அதுதான் இந்த மாதிரி ஏரியாஸ்ல you'll have to cooperate.
Yeah.
Because it is there. No,
I guess.
yeah, all right. So now next, yeah, Deepthi, did I ask you for this rule?
No, ma'am.
Yeah, what's the rule for this pattern? What's the rule for the pattern, Deepthi? Okay, no response from Deepthi. So the difference is, what is the difference, children? 11. And you should multiply that with n. And then 11. What's the rule, Deepthi?
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
Ma'am, I wasn't able to unmute my mic.
சொல்லுங்க. இப்போ சொல்லுங்க. 11n.
Ma'am, 11n. Ma'am, let me have to compare 11 by n. So 11 into 1 equals to 11. Then 11 minus 5 equals to 6. So it will be 11n minus 6.
11 minus 6 is 5. So 11n minus 6 is the rule. Very good.
Yes.
On that. Okay. We'll just wind up the session with this one. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. What was the rule here? The general rule is this one is what? The difference is 5. The difference is 5. So 5h plus 1 is the rule. Correct? Okay, 5h plus 1 is the rule. And the number of matchsticks to make 22 shapes will be 5 into 22 plus 1. So 110 plus 1, 111, correct? That's the rule. 5h plus 1 and h is 22. For one shape, 5h plus 1. For one shape. See, this is the general rule. 5h plus 1 is the general rule. And h will be the number of shapes. One shapes, h is, for one shape, h is 1. Two shapes, h is 2. Three shapes, h is 3. For 22 shapes, so h is 22. So 5 into 22 plus 1. The rule is 5h plus 1. So 5 into 22 is 110 plus 1, which is 111. Now look at this one. We'll wind up with this one. Write a rule for a pattern involving at least 2 operations. 2 operations meaning of the 4 operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Okay, so for you, you have to use multiplication. You should use multiplication with subtraction or multiplication with addition. Nothing else now for you. You must use multiplication, mandatory. With multiplication, you can use addition or subtraction. That's the question. Write a rule for a pattern involving at least 2 mathematical operations and write the first 5 terms of the pattern. Use the variable k. So,
what's the pattern?
Sorry?
What's the pattern given?
No. That's what. No. You will understand when I write the answer. So see you children. You can just create some random rule like 3k, say like minus 1. You're disturbing. Okay, so 3k minus 1. Just write anything, like you can write 6k minus 5 or 6k plus 5. Anything. Take a number, multiply that with k and add something or subtract something. You can say add 3 or you can say 7k and subtract 3. Anything. That's the question. Write a rule for a pattern, for any pattern. You write your own rule. But that rule should have, see the conditions I'm telling you. You write a rule. That rule should have that rule should have 2 operations. And I told you the mandatory operation is multiplication. With that, you can use addition or subtraction. So make the rule yourself, and using that rule, you write the first 5 terms. Use your rule and make the first 5 terms. So let us make this rule. Let us make the rule 3k minus 1. Okay. So we have used multiple. Will you just keep quiet? That's k. This is how you write no small letter case like this, right?
So the top one.
Okay, yes. Okay, let me write it more clearly. 1 minute. 3k minus 1. All right. This is our rule. Now, the first 5 terms will be 3 into 1 minus 1, 3 into 2 minus 1. That is, for k, you should give 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to write the first 5 terms. For k, you should give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3k, 3 into 1, 3k, 3 into 2, 3k, 3 into 3, 3k, 3 into 4, 3k, 3 into 5. Minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. What's the answer? What is 3 into 1? 3. Minus 1? 3 into 2, 6. Minus 1? 3 into 3, 9. Minus 1? 3 into 4, 12. Minus 1?
Also,
3 into 5. Minus 1?
no, my computer.
These are the first 5 terms of the pattern of your rule. 3k minus 1. You have created a rule, right? 3k minus 1. And in your rule, you have 2 operations. What are the operations? Multiplication and subtraction. Okay, and you have written the first 5 terms. How? You should take case 1, case 2, case 3, case 4, case 5. And when you calculate, you will get the first 5 terms.
Ma'am?
Yeah?
Ma'am, I had taken the pattern 5k plus 1.
Okay, 5k plus 1. Okay, so this is Deepti's rule. This is not a pattern, this is a rule. This is
Yes.
a rule. And this rule has multiplication as one operation and addition as the other operation. 5k means 5 into k. 5 into k.
Plus 1.
Yeah, okay. The rule is 5k plus 1, okay?
Now I solved it. So it will be 5 into 1 plus 1 equals to 6. 5 into 2 plus 1 equals to 11. 5 into 3 plus 1 equals to 16. 5 into 4 plus 1 equals to 21. And 5 into 5 plus 1 equals to 26.
Very good. Very good, Deepti. Got it, all of you? Okay. All right, children. So that's it for today's session. Deepti, you can you can join the meeting using your sister's link and stay in the class till 8 o'clock. And what you have to do is complete. Go ahead with the material which I shared with you, last class, right?
Yes, ma'am. I wasn't able to finish all of it.
You were not able to finish, right?
Yes, ma'am. I still have few MCQs questions.
Yeah. So you continue with them. So you stay in the meeting till 8 o'clock and then you can leave. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. All
Ma'am,
right.
I'll just inform you when I leave.
Yeah. Please, yes.
Yes,
All right,
ma'am.
children. So that's it for today's session. Thank you so much. Deepti, you can leave the call. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.
Bye. See you.